So I'm rebuilding my KA because I blew a head gasket. When I put it back together, I think the timing was off. So yeah, the old block is pretty much toast. I have to get like oversized pistons, but instead I just had an extra block, so I'm just gonna rebuild that one and see pretty much how this goes. I already got the crank in. I just gotta put the piston rings so it fit this block. So I'm just gonna do that and then go from there. So these are the new pistons that I bought. I probably didn't need all of them. I could have got away with one piston, but I don't want to risk it. So bought a set of all four. The rods were fine. I'm running CP pistons and Eagle rods. So I'm gonna get these rings, and then I'm gonna pretty much measure them out, grind them down if I need to, and see how that goes. Already got it lubed up. Just gonna put the rings down, make sure they're all good, and put them on the pistons, and yes. Alright, so I got the pistons in. All four of the pistons are in. Everything's torqued down, ready to go. I took a stop to the car wash because I went to go wash the front timing cover in the oil pan just to clean it out, just in case there was something in there that I didn't know about. So, yeah. That's it for right now. I might have to go back to the car wash because I forgot to clean some things, but yeah, hopefully soon. It's coming around soon. Alright, got all the pistons in, got the studs in, got the front plate on, and the oil pan on. So all I gotta do next is probably put on the head, bolt down the front timing, and I'm gonna try getting the intake out of the car because I left it in when I pulled it out. So I guess I'm gonna take the intake and exhaust manifold out, throw it on here. Hopefully it'll be a little easier to put back in the car because I left the transmission in there and I gotta clean that off. Hopefully it's not gonna be a bitch to put in, but I feel like it is. Alright, let's get it. Alright, so I'm almost ready to put the head back on. The only problem I have is I'm reusing this head gasket, and that's because this only has like 10 miles on it before it fucked me, and it had nothing to do with the head gasket. It was just it detonated. So I'm just gonna copper spray it, and then I'm gonna throw it on the head or on the block. But the first thing I gotta do is I gotta go pick up spray so I can spray this down and put the head on. After that, I'm almost done. Just gotta put the head on, torque that, do the cam timing, and take my time with that shit, and then I should be good. So I'll catch back. Alright, so I put all the washers in for the head because once it's on the block, I mean it's damn near impossible to put those washers in there and go around the studs. So I got the washers all in, waiting on the copper spray to dry, and then I'm gonna throw this on there. I got the head on, I got the cams torqued down, the head's torqued down, the main sprocket is. The intake's just marked up right now. I still gotta put the NOx sensor back in. But yeah, so the next thing I'm gonna do is the cam timing. So I got the cam timing in now. You can see I have 5 degrees retarded on the intake and 5 degrees advanced on the exhaust. Pretty much I'm spraying the lobes out. That way, since it's turboed, it's pretty much less overlap when the car is actually running. So that's it right there. I guess I'll do an overlay so you can see how it's supposed to be, but the exhaust, pretty much the pin's supposed to be facing straight up, and on the intake it's supposed to be, I guess, kind of 90 degrees, I guess, to the left. Pretty much you want to look at the lobes if it's pointed face out on both sides, should be good. So that's it. So I forgot to record for a few days, but the engine's in. Turns out trying to put the engine in with the transmission in the car alone is probably not going to work. So I had to pull the transmission out, bolt them together, and then I threw them in all as one piece. So pretty much it's almost done, kind of. All I really got to do is I'm testing for boost leaks first. I still got to put coolant in it, and then I got to get belts. And other than that, I think I'm done. Sorry that I didn't record more for actually putting the engine in. It's just when you're doing the solo and there's no one to record, I don't have a tripod, so yeah. But everything's relatively tightened down. I just needed to get everything's pretty much tightened down. Everything's torqued down, everything. I just got to put the belt on and check for boost leaks, put coolant in, and then check for coolant leaks also. And then I could start it and see what's up. So I just got done doing the boost test. Make sure I didn't have any leaks in any of the couplers or the piping. And I'm not finding anything right now. The only problem I'm going to have is I need to get some crush washers for the wastegate, because there's 2 or I guess 4 crush washers, and it's on a banjo bolt and it's still loose. So I'm guessing that's where the rest of the leak is coming from. And as far as the coolant goes, I'm doing a pressure test right now, and it's going down really slowly, and I think I already found where it's coming from. It's coming from down here, because I'm running a swirl pot, so I'm using a T on the top end and on the lower radiator hose, and it looks like it's leaking like ever so slowly right there. So what I'm gonna do is probably pull that out and put some more Teflon tape on it, because I haven't taken this off. I've just been moving it back and forth, so I'm pretty sure it's just leaking because it's loose. So I'm just going to tape that, tighten that down, and hopefully my leaks are gone. After that, I'm still waiting on a friend of mine to drop off the gear oil, because I got some Redline MT90. So I'm just making sure I get that, drop that off, and then I can start trying to start it, or priming it for a while actually. I might try turning the key just to make sure the fuel injectors aren't leaking out, but other than that, should be good to go. So I got the coolant elbow replaced. It turns out tightening it didn't work. I took it off, I tightened it a little bit, and then it cracked the whole water neck. So I had to go buy another one. I had to drill out the new one and then install it. Put some Teflon tape on it. I did another pressure test, and it's not leaking anymore, so that's good. After that, I put some MT90 in the trans, and then I still needed to get a power steering fluid. I actually rebuilt the rack while I was doing this. Probably should have recorded that too, but yeah. I redid the rack because it was leaking on me a little bit, so I bought the seals, resealed it, reinstalled. The only weird thing is, after I installed the engine this time, it's like sitting farther forward than it did before. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's jacked up, like the front of the car is jacked up, so the engine's not set yet or something, but the engine mounts are tightened down already, and so is the transmission. So I don't know why it's doing that, but I guess I'll find out eventually. There's no issues as far as it being moved forward. The downpipe's a little close. It's been really close to the transmission and to the the brake booster. So I mean, that's always been a thing. I have a plate that guards it from the heat, so hopefully I won't have an issue with that. But yeah, I'm probably getting a little dark, and I want to save this for a better day of the first start. So I guess that's it for today. Next time I'm gonna be cranking and cranking and cranking and cranking and cranking to pretty much get the oil circulating through the whole engine. And then after that, I can actually start it and see how it's running. But yeah, that's everything for today. So I guess I'll catch back once I start trying to start it, pretty much. Alright, man. So I got everything buttoned up. I think it's time to try turning it on. However, I've already cranked it a few times, but it seems like it's not building pressure. So I think I'm gonna have to start it for it to actually start building pressure through the pump. I don't think the crank's spinning fast enough for the oil to actually start pumping through. So I'm gonna start doing that, and hopefully we're good. All right, let's see what happens. Well, I was cranking, and I didn't plug back in the ignition, so it's probably why I wasn't turning on. Let's see how this goes. God, it's alive. We got fuel pressure. Nothing's leaking. But I'm gonna let it idle just for a little bit. Maybe it'll go away. We'll see. I just want to get it heated up a little bit. Oh, we got an oil leak. It's coming from the main seal. Fuck. We'll take it off and see what happens. What's up? So you can tell that I'm in a new spot now. So car's running. Right now I'm just redoing the valve cover gasket and the front timing cover because it looks like that's where it was leaking from. It wasn't the actual rear main seal. So I'm taking that apart now, cleaning everything off, and hopefully the leak's gone. Yeah, after looking at it more, it looked like the leak was coming from up here and draining down to where I thought was the main seal that was leaking. So hopefully I'm gonna silicone this up using the right stuff, so hopefully it'll be good. After that, test it, and hopefully I'm good. I also got another fuel filter because I'd never replaced it, so might as well do that now. Yeah.